What's up guys, and welcome to day 57 of the 100 days RunStreak challenge. My name is Jeremy, you're on the marathon experience, and today we're going to discuss one of my favorite vegetables that I love to eat. We are going to discuss why is it good for you and how to cook it. Let's go! Eggplant has a pretty high amount of fiber, vitamin C, B6, antioxidants, and potassium, which all support heart health. It obviously has a very low amount of calories in it, and a fairly decent amount of fiber compared to the daily average requirement for any adult. And it is personally one of my favorite vegetables. I love them, I love it in a lot of different ways, and that's why today I wanted to share 3 ways that you can cook an eggplant, because let's face it, we all know that eggplants are good, we all know that most of the vegetables are good, but the reason that a lot of people are lacking vegetables intake, it takes longer to cook eggplants than to order a pizza. But let's now go into 3 different recipes that you can pretty easily do at home and that are gonna make you eat eggplants a lot. So let's go over those 3 ways to cook an eggplant, and 3 ways are going to be a pizza, velouté, we call it velouté in French, it's basically just a thick soup, and third, a big wok of vegetables. Let's start with the pizza one, which is extremely easy to do, very low in carbs and overall very good to your health. The only ingredients you need are 2 eggplants, a few tomatoes, some mushrooms, mozzarella, and then a few of spices like thyme and rosemary, as well as some salt and olive oil. The first step is to slice the eggplant like if they were gonna be the dough of the pizza, then put a little bit of olive oil on it, some salt, and then put all of that for 10 minutes in the oven. While the eggplants are in the oven, you can cut the tomato and the mushrooms. When the eggplants are done in the oven, you can just take them out, and you basically now get your dough for your pizza. The only thing you have to do is to add the tomato, the mushroom, the mozzarella that you've cut previously, and add on top of that olive oil and the spices that you like. In this recipe, precisely I put rosemary and thyme, but obviously it's up to you, whatever you like. And now you've got your pizza, so now put everything back in the oven for another 10 minutes, and that's it. That's all done. It took you, I would say, between 20-25 minutes max, and you've got some delicious pizza with almost no carbs in it, lots of fibers, lots of vitamins, and just look how lovely it looks. The second dish is the velouté. For this one, you would need eggplant, sweet potato, and tomato. First step is to cut the sweet potato into small cubes and put all of this to boil. It should last between 10 and 15 minutes to become soft. While the sweet potatoes are boiling, you can cut some garlic and onions, put them in a wok with some coconut oil in it, just to make it cook a bit for like 5 to 10 minutes. You can also add some paprika to it if you like the taste. Then you can wash the tomato and the eggplants and throw them with the onion and the garlic on the wok. Make the whole thing cook for 10-15 minutes. And when this is all cooked, it's probably gonna take 10 to 15 minutes since you've put the tomato and the eggplants. Then you can just add the sweet potato to that mix and put everything in the blender. Once it will all be blended together, it will come back as some sort of a soup, but just slightly thicker. The great thing with this is that obviously they're all extremely good ingredients, a lot of nutrients into those, again, a lot of vegetables. Has an extremely good taste, and compared to a soup, it would fill you slightly more. You'll feel more satisfied food-wise after eating this than after just eating a simple soup. That's why I love this velouté recipe. And then, last but not least, the third recipe that I loved about eggplants is a big wok with eggplants and mushrooms. It's a very simple and very basic recipe. You would basically prepare it the same way we prepared the velouté before. First, you start cutting some onions and garlic, put them in your big wok, start to cook them with some coconut oil or olive oil. After 10 minutes of cooking, you can just add the eggplants to it. I like to boil the mushroom before I add them to the wok for 3 to 5 minutes, but that's up to you, it's not entirely necessary. Once everything in the wok, just let it cook slowly for like 15 to 20 minutes, and after that, it's ready to serve. That's it, 3 different recipes to cook eggplants. None of those takes more than an hour. I would say that it's more on the half an hour kind of time for all 3 recipes, which I think is fairly reasonable. I know that sometimes we like things done a lot faster, but at the same time, if you only invest those half an hour into a very healthy meal, it's going to produce extraordinary results on the long term. And those half an hour that you have lost cooking is definitely something that is going to make a lot of difference in your day-to-day life and in your health. That's it, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up. This was the first recipe video that I've ever done, so just leave me in the comments if you liked it, if you have ever tried one of those 3 recipes. If you have, or maybe if you are going to after this video, go ahead and drop a comment and just share your feedback on those. And if you have other recipes, go ahead and comment them as well. Now let's move to a RunStreak update of the day. Today my weight was at 78.8 kilograms, so I'm starting to slightly decrease my weight as we just came back from our vacation with Margot where we didn't eat really healthy. So overall, I hope that I can resume to the previous weight I had before going on vacation, which was more around like 77 or like 76.5 kilograms in the next 10 days. So then I can keep on going down and maybe achieve the 70 kilograms mark that I wanted to pass for the end of this 100 days challenge. I'll make it though, but anyway, I'll try. The run of the day went well. We did our classic 10K with Margot, just under 58 minutes. The only different thing this time is that it was pouring rain like crazy. I think it's the worst run we've ever done with Margot under those conditions. It was literally stormy, very, very heavy rain and wind at the same time. It was almost impossible to open eyes while you run. I mean, it was proper running end of December in the UK. So if you've ever run under those conditions, go ahead and drop a comment and let's laugh about it. By the way, if you're joining the channel right now, I am in the middle of a 100 days RunStreak challenge where I run a 10K every single day. I also upload a video on YouTube every single day about tips, advice, recipes now, and also some feedback about my RunStreak and how it's going. So if you want to be part of the journey, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you tomorrow.